tax code because like you can be a consultant, you can be a technician consultant because you technically help people. There's these different titles that you can do, and then there's publishing companies. But then sometimes it's not good to have publishing in the title of your LLC because then you won't be able to qualify for certain types of loans. You know, they might look at it as high risk because they look at it as, you know, if it's blatantly music and, you know, it just depends on what type of loans you're going after. So like to avoid
publishing this, is it more? So, I mean, even if it's set off LLCs, like if I was going by my name like that, is it still
that's still cool like that because it can still be that company you're a consultant for, or that is your publishing consultant company. It can be your administration company, publishing administration company. So that's why it's important to kind of learn like music.
That's what I wanted to do.
To know the different titles. Because there's different titles you can give yourself as a company,
right? And that's what I was trying to talk about too. Because like basically, I know I wear different hats. The same thing, like you were saying. Like I do music videos. I do, and not put that under set off. Like I always wanted to say, you know, have everything under. I always wanted to own this set off, and that's what I do. Like set off films, set off beats, and then, you know, set off store. I got like a set off store. But it's like more towards that. I want to kind of use that towards my business. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So everything I want to kind of throw my business under set off LLCs. So everything can be under that.
Yeah. So you probably still have more than one.
Yeah.
You can have set off. Let's say set off productions.
Yeah, like that.
That's who that can be collecting your publishing. That is your publishing company, but you're let's say a consultant on that company. And then let's say that you start making money from your set off productions LLC. Now it's time to start another LLC, the set off films. And for set off films, you might be the owner, because that's what you can put down for like LLCs. You can be an owner. There's different titles you can give yourself. But then on the tax forms and for business purposes, you kind of always got to give yourself a title. So you can just list yourself as an owner or consultant. You can be a technician consultant at set off films. You can be an administrator at set off editing. So it's so many different things that you can create. You don't just cram everything under one umbrella. You want to create different LLCs because each one of those LLCs can apply for their own separate loans. You know, set off production that makes music might apply for a $50,000 loan. But set off films, which might be making more money, might be applying for $150,000 loan. And they got two different EIN numbers. They have two different, you know, addresses because they're two different entities. But that's how you would structure your companies. It's like you don't put everything under one umbrella. You start one, let that generate money, and then you expand out.
That makes sense, man. That makes definitely a lot of sense. I like that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You definitely learn a lot, you know what I'm saying, through this whole process too. So that completes my next question, because I was going to say, like, okay, so you basically can start other LLCs. Now you know that you have this one, boom, you know, start another one that can generate another one, has a different EIN. So, okay. And then you can always make those different names, but you can still always keep it under set off, correct?
Yeah, because some people, they will go out and just buy up all the names and just so they can have them. Mm-hmm. And that means you got to go out and buy the domain names as well.
Okay.
So some people do that too, but that's kind of like jumping the gun because, you know, things can change, but if you got the budget to do it, you can go do it.
Right. I mean, they always do. I mean, some people, I used to use GoDaddy.com. Oh, you should grab all my names through that.
Or Namecheap.
I never tried Namecheap. That's actually pretty cool.
I use Namecheap.com.
I mean, how long do they use? Because I think GoDaddy was doing like $10. I think it was like $19 for 1 year.
So I done paid like $9 before on Namecheap for a year.
That might even be better.
Because they got the same type of setup where they'll tell you, or you know, if it's taken or if you need to buy one from somebody. But if you got something unique nobody got,
I'm pretty sure no one don't really have set off, man. Because I've been using set off for the longest. I didn't even mean if I wanted to stop it. I just want to see if it's still running. When you do your taxes, like how do you go about listing, or how do you even go about starting to list that? Unless you already starting that process of saying, hey, you know, I'm already going to list that I, you know, kind of do film, or I kind of do, you know, this kind of work.
Well, the cool thing about a LLC is you can do your taxes every 4 months if you want to.
Oh, okay. That's different.
So you can make it easier on yourself by just doing it every 4 months for real. Especially like if you're a music producer, because now you can get paid, you know, every month depending on who you sign up with as far as like publishing.
Okay.
And some, you know, most at minimum now, I think you can get paid 4 times a year, but you can get paid more than that with some companies. But it's just better to do it 4 times a year and just, you know, write off everything.
Yeah.
Versus waiting till the end of the year, because it's like fluctuation.
So I think 4 times a year is better though. I mean, shoot. if you generate it right.
Yeah, because then you can kind of be in control versus, you know, you might have a spike at certain parts of the year and then it gets low and then you're waiting to the end of the year and it's not going to be consistent. It's better to do it 4 months, you know, each quarter.
But how do you
keep,
how do you keep track of that though? Like, you know what I mean? Like if you, how do you know? So what if it's like not really spiking like it really, you know what I mean? If it's low, do you still file that taxes at the end?
Yeah, still do it every month. Because you know you're going to get statements quarterly. You know, you're going to get quarterly statements.
Okay.
And then you just, if you got any other businesses, just do it around those same dates.
Okay.
Do it quarterly. You know, do all your business quarterly.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So you basically have to keep an eye on a lot of things, though. Pretty much.
But that's what you're gonna be doing as an independent. Is This is what you're gonna be doing every day. It's not about.
Oh, I already know.
Doing shows every day. It's like,
it's really more about keeping an eye. I mean, that's what it is, really. Yeah. Because
but you can do it from the crib. Yeah, but you can do it. You can be at the crib. You can pull up your screens. You pull up your portals. You pull up your Sound Exchange. You see if you're missing any payments, and then you go look and see what you got paid on. You could check all, you know, your streams or whatever you need to check to say, oh, I need to put more promotion around this song, or I need to get more commercials for this.
Okay.
So now you got to run through how you need to budget your money.
Yeah.
So it's like you really going to be running everything from a screen, but you got to make your catalog first, which is your music and all, you know.
Yeah, right.
Videos and all that stuff first.
That makes sense. Yeah. So you'll have that content, but now I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because well, I basically had everything vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had everything vice versa, but you're more into the manager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta. That's why you're saying.
Then even if
managing before that, you know what I mean? So,
but it's important to learn the managing part of it. So, but even if you couldn't do that every day, say you are the artist and things are popping and you got to move, and then that's when you would pay a person like me. I would be the administration company, paying attention to all of that stuff that you would have to do as an independent anyway.
Yep.
So it's like I would keep track of all that stuff, and while you're performing or doing shows and concerts, and I can give you that information in real time and be like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is the cities you need to hit. This is where you pop in. This this is where you need to put your money at. So it is a management.
Yeah,
it's a daily management system that you have to do, and that's the part that nobody really talks about.
Okay.
They just think is, put my money here and then I make money. Being independent is daily management. That's your job. It's like you're doing all of this to make everything easier, because it's like you do all this work, but the management is more easier because you can just sit back and look at the screen and even do your deals through the screen. It's like all your deals through Harry Fox agency. They'll send them email them directly to you. So you could be like, yeah, I want to do it, or no, I negotiate it, or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you can sit back and relax instead of have to meet all these different people. And
You're basically you're the middleman doing that work for.
You cut out all that middleman.
Or middleman, cut out all that middleman stuff. Go straight to you do it. You're doing that work. You're doing the exchange. You're negotiating. You're more, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I get it. Because basically that's a job that, A&R would do. You see what I'm saying? So, I get the management part, too.
Yeah, like I said, even if you couldn't do that, that's when you would get a person, an administration company to administer all your publishing and your music. So that's why you don't have to do a publishing deal. You can do an admin deal.
Okay.
And that's where a company, they charge you a certain percentage. And like I said, they keep track of all that information, and then they kind of notify you of different offers and deals and situations. But then again, all those companies are different. You got to know who you're dealing with, because you may not know who's working at royalty exchange. You may not know, so you don't know how they actually negotiate their deals.
That's true.
Will it be in your best interest? So you can do it so many different ways, but it's more important for you to learn this stuff first as an independent. And then you can make that determination. Okay, I'm getting too busy. The type of stuff I'm doing, I'm cool with royalty exchange maybe doing a administration deal for me. Or you might go with another independent company, a person like me, where you might say, hey, I know how you negotiate and do certain things. I'd rather go under your company and do it. So it's like, it's better for you to run through it yourself independently first to make a decision.
Make a decision, yeah. That's true.